just because you don't react to somebody's bullshit right away doesn't mean you don't see it. And I feel like people are starting to realize that about you. People did a lot of stupid shit behind your back and directly towards you, and they thought that you would react. But it's like you take your time. You don't have time for bullshit. You know that people want to energy siphon you, so it's like you deal with these people when you have time. And when you get around to that, they become very regretful for going against you because you deal with people in ways where you humble them. You make them realize that they are not better than you any type of way. And I feel like a lot of your exes, a lot of your family members, a lot of these so-called people that were supporting you are starting to realize that you are a wolf in sheep clothing. Just because you don't react to somebody's bullshit right away doesn't mean
Juice it real quick. The only time you can get rich, I guess, is shaking down the rich, huh? Guys, have a good night. I'll be back later. Oh, man. Let me eat, and we'll see where we go from there. Yeah, don't wanna, why would you force a child to do terrible things, like smoking cigarettes? I'd totally take that to court and be like, hey, this person made my child try to smoke a cigarette. Can you believe that? Totally. They said it was okay. Go ahead. Well, are you serious?
He's really nervous. You're showing yourself.
Mm-hmm.
This
I want $1 million in
boss energy is
$1 million
really
in
nervous.
distress and emotional
really hard.
turmoil for my child. She's psychologically messed up from
With
this
a group,
experience,
a clique, a group of posse that's been ganging up on you with this boss energy that was wearing a mask. They're getting exposed, like their mask is coming off, that they've been misleading. You've been on a watch list, or you've been watched for who you are, and you're being protected. You have some kind of interim relief. This feels like a court case that there's some. Why do I feel like somebody wants to put a hit on you? You're being watched, like monitoring spirit energy, and you're being watched by a whole entire group, like a community, but you're being protected by somebody whose job it is to be of high honor, or somebody that sits in the upright, like an upright authority. Even God is protected. Okay, so God is protecting you. This really feels like a court case, like a court. Yeah, you're being watched. If somebody wants to cause you an accident, somebody could live next to the water. Somebody could be a water sign. Somebody could want you to have an accident in the water. Yeah. This group was watching you for your money, for money. They're seeing you being free and self-empowered, and They don't want to see you be this key that you are, or unlock this key that you're here to unlock. It's part of a global shift. You're gonna be showing yourself. They're working hard to stop you. They're nervous. Somebody's having really high blood pressure. They're nervous. You're gonna. They're working hard to stop you, but you're working hard to achieve what you're doing. Okay, so you're being protected. There's could be something legal as well. This person that is wearing a mask, this boss energy in this community, there's a whole group, a clique, a posse. They're going to be demasked this for being misleading. And this group they're all going to jail. There's something about a court case that you're being protected on. This community with this boss energy, the truth is going to be told. Okay, so they didn't want something to be fair for you in this group, this clique, this posse, that ganged up on you, but it's going to be made fair. So you're being protected. Your body, mind, and spirit are being protected. Your energy. This is being protected. Frequency shift. There's a global shift that you're a part of. This is all, you're being protected. This is protection from somebody that wants to affect you. This monitoring spirit, they're trying to create this war with you and with your peace. They want to affect your spiritual rooting. They want to put you in reverse. This is being protected from this false person.
Yeah, if someone told me to take my child, or someone said something like gave my our son or daughter when they're young, like an adult gave them like a cigarette, I'd be so pissed. I'd sue the family.
This could be in court. This could
So
be
they
like,
all lose their money because they made my
before
daughter
you do
smoke a
something.
cigarette
This could be
when she
before
was
you do
underage.
something or say something or you
Sue them for
before
like
you
billions.
You're calling. You're on a watch list. So this could be like the government watching you. They want to put your spiritual rooting in the reverse, but you're here to unlock a key here that only you can do. They want you to feel like a helpless soul. Like you're being protected from this monitoring spirit, this boss that's false. You're being protected from this monitoring spirit boss. You're going to be shocked who is involved in this community. This is like Truman Show.
Sure. Oh
Chaos.
wow.
They want you to be in all this gnarly energy, but you're being protected. These people party all the time.
Oh really?
Something about a biohazard.
Yeah, I figured.
Okay, so they're bitter. You left. You walked away. You went cold, and now they're feeling rejected because you moved away.
Exactly.
This could have been a false blame or somebody that was trying to mirror your energy. They're in reverse. They're not. Now they're feeling bitter and abandoned.
What about your friend?
What's got them in trouble is a soulmate that has self-actualized. God was using you. And now you're waking up to what they're doing. You know, you're all loving life. You're not taking any crap. Somebody could be making music or doing some kind of artwork or doing something creative that's going to get you seen.
Trying.
Okay, so right before I started this, all these cards, these exploded all over the place, and this man went in reverse, and then a attention card went on top of it, so there could be something about you needing to pay attention to a man.
No way.
And just know that this problem is going to be temporary, God is saying. God is protecting you. They're in there, they're thinking about you because they can't get to you, and now there's consequences. They didn't believe in God until they came against you. God used you to trap them. They wanted your great fortune. Now that's changing. They worked really hard. There could be something about a mature woman, or you could be this mature woman. Somebody's spouse or partner could have been involved in this. Or best friend. Frenemy. Yeah, now you took your energy away, and it's they want to spend quality time with you, yeah, but that's in reverse, and it's game over. You're not. You moved away. Now they're bitter, and they're feeling rejected over this. You leaving, so yeah, that's not gonna work. And they're jealous of you. There's somebody that's jealous. Yeah, I'm telling you, the shadow government was in reverse, and the feds. Try to keep you on a hamster wheel, choosing a karmic Jezebel over a divine counterpart. A woman, it could be a jealous woman here, or they're jealous of a woman. And somebody could be more mature, a more mature woman. Somebody was evil, mean, and cruel. I'm just hearing somebody's gonna get their day in court. Bitter. Somebody's bitter. There's receipts. Somebody with control issues. There's facts. Receipts. That somebody's bitter. The name Marcus, Marco. Initial M. A or C, or something about a camera. There's receipts. There could be a camera, or that could be CA, California could be significant. Something about a drone. I just heard drone. There's going to be a search warrant issued. Will be issued. Yeah, they're pissed. They thought you loved them more than you love you. And there's going to be a search warrant issued either in this community, this group, this boss is going to have a search warrant. Somebody could have stole the passport. You or somebody may have grown children. Somebody may get knocked out. Somebody may be getting in a fight. Virginia. Somebody's sister could be significant. Soul family. Wow. Okay. Let's get you one of these. We need to know. Okay. Taking initiative. Angel number 1221. Transformation, positivity, happiness, communication, messages, good news, self-expression, high energy. Make the most of what you have, and it will lead you to new heights. Acknowledge your blessings and cherish your loved ones. Inspiration will guide you forward, helping you discover your path. Exciting news and positive developments are on the horizon, and act on your idea. Good fortune is on your side, and with wise judgment, you can achieve your goals. Now is the perfect time to reach new heights, recognize the pattern, and act on your potential. Your plans are about to flourish. You're on the brink of a spectacular ascent. Embrace the opportunities ahead. Because you're on the brink of a breakthrough right now, and your spirit guides, God, and angels are here. You're on the right track. Angel number 134. Spiritual guides are supporting, and angels encouraging you to give your best efforts. Success is within your reach. Stay observant of your surroundings and communicate clearly. Trust that everything will fall into place as it should. Okay, because you're in alignment right now. Isn't how we're all you guys are? I just saw a notification. It's hot. It's getting hot everywhere right now. Somebody else is in heat. So you're in alignment. How do you move forward towards your true calling? Simply follow what brings you joy. That's a word I kept hearing on my way to the gym this morning. Is the word joy. Your passion and enthusiasm will be your guiding light. If something sparks your interest, follow it. These paths will lead you closer to discovering your life's purpose. Also, the timelines are collapsing right now. I don't know what they're doing with CERN and everything that's shut down, but I heard an interesting perspective. So they're trying to. They want possibly for people to get misaligned with a lower timeline. So make sure your energy is uplifted and you're in this joy. You're in this alignment. That just reminded me of this. That regardless, it could be this frequency of joy and happiness and a wealth mindset. Because they want to trap as many, so they feed off this, fear-based energy. And so remember what you're focusing on. You don't want to focus on what you don't want or all this drama. You want to focus on what you do want and positive energy right now. That is so important. That just is a reminder for me, and I wanted to pass that along. It's always good to say that high vibrational energy, so you're attracting that back into your life. This wealthy mindset, this happy mindset. Even though you may be going through some tough times, I want you to know God gives power to the weak and strength to the powerless. And it's time to further your mission here, your education, work on your discipline. God wants to see you want it. And wants you to be happy and grateful too, so he can give you more. So I love you all so very much. Until next time, God bless you.
misconception. There's some
Sorry, I'm just hungry. It's probably my last day to eat, so I'm gonna eat everything I have.
Someone out there right now that has a lot of rules when it comes to dealing with people, someone that has a lot of their walls up, because you and this person have like a similar past. You guys have both given yourselves to people that didn't deserve it, haven't got the energy reciprocated back to you, and because of that, this person keeps people at like an arm's length. They don't believe that there's actual, genuine, good people out there, and then you come along, and now you're starting to be an exception to the rule. You're making this person believe and have hope once again in humanity. At first, they didn't believe you were who you said you are. You come across as someone that's very authentic, genuine, kind, someone that actually cares about other people. And because this person has dealt with people having a mask up, they thought you were going to do the exact same. And also, too, this person sees that you get a lot of attention. And that's why you being humble was kind of throwing them off. And as they observed you more, they started to see that it wasn't an act like you actually are humble. And they actually started to see that you don't even like attention. And that is actually true. You kind of hate attention. All these eyes that are on you, people watching you, you hate it. Like if it was up to you, you would be on a farm somewhere or up in the mountains. But here
Yeah.
you are, you understand this is just your life. But this person has observed that within you. They've also kind of been studying you and seeing that you are actually someone that cares about other people. Not in like a performative way. This person has observed other people pretend to be that to draw them in. And because all this stuff has happened, pretending with other people, the mask, you can see why this person is hesitant to believe you are who you say you are. But over time, they've seen how you operate, not in front of them, but even when like kind of no one is watching. And that has made this person fully believe that.
Yeah, I would probably run off to a little place hidden away from everyone and live my life as a hermit. I don't know where my notes. Here's my notes. Yeah, what is that?
That hey, you are someone that is genuinely good, and because of this, this person is throwing a lot of their rules out the window. This is someone that doesn't even like talking to people, but this person loves having conversations with you, and when they're not having conversations with you, you're kind of just on this person's mind, and that is confusing this person because they thought they once shut off their emotions, close off their hearts to having other people in their life. And sometimes they do kind of think that, and they try to like shut it back off. But then when they do talk to you or get a glimpse of you, they kind of just go back to like throwing all of their rules out the window. And because this is the case, right now your energy is having this person be at war with themselves, a war they weren't even expecting to fight, but you kind of just brought all these things to the forefront. Because on one end, they do want to stay that kind of ice cold person that doesn't let anybody in, because they know that they do that, they won't expect disappointment. But on the other end, their logical side kicks in, and they know they can't live like that forever, that eventually they're going to want to let people in. And something that's kind of really been staying on this person's mind is if they don't figure out this war that is going on within them, will it be too late? Will this war cause them to push you away? And honestly, too, with all the healing and self-work you have done on yourself, people kind of do have to kind of come correct. You are someone that doesn't give people that many chances or really kind of just wait around for people. And that's the reason right now why you kind of don't really have much people in your life. A lot of people be trying to like play you or manipulate you, and your boundaries makes those people fall out of your life pretty fast. And this person also notices this as well, and that's what makes them scared to even see if they can even have more with you. But for the time being, you are the only exception, and you're giving this person a hope of a better future.
Like this, so I am down to $455. At first, I needed 500. Now I need $455 for the hotel. Contribute, thank you in advance. Cash out about shopping, was in the conversation. Name my because you struck a nerve. Okay, you struck a nerve. My page, is right below my bio, the links. So anyway, there's police, government, they all know that this person is losing their mind. This person is losing their mind because you struck a nerve. Okay, you struck a nerve. Maybe something that you communicated with this person, maybe something that you communicated with this person, or something you had said about this person, or something you had exposed about this person, it had struck a nerve. Okay, maybe this person thought because you were respectable and you were a good person and you wouldn't like call somebody out, but you called somebody out about treating you unfairly. You should rise. Maybe you called somebody out about coercion. Okay, something about coercion. You struck a nerve because you told somebody that they were using coercion on you, forcing you to do something against your will, forcing you to do so. Okay, this could be regarding romance. You're back and better. Okay, this person could have tried to destroy you, making you not want to show your face, but maybe you did isolate, but you're back and better. Now you're showing your face again, and they're scared. Okay, you could have came back for some type of revenge to make a report on these people, to get these people locked up. Somebody's a Libra. Somebody's a Libra. Somebody's Aquarius. You struck a nerve. Okay, because this person, you called this person out, they were showing you red flags. You could have told somebody they were a red flag to you. Okay, because you can't be around them because your bad luck is going to mess with your good luck. Your bad luck is going to mess with your good luck. Your bad luck. They want to go where you're going, but they can't. Okay, you call somebody out, maybe your auntie that stole your money. You put them in a place. You put an auntie in a place. Okay, maybe you put an auntie in a place. Somebody tried to scapegoat you. That's a stalker. The stalker was trying to scapegoat by people. The stalker was trying to scapegoat by people. They were telling you to avoid you. The stalker was telling you to avoid you, traumatize you. Okay, you talk to the laws about what's going on. You struck a nerve. You people are realizing what you said is going to put them in jail. Cause confusion. Cause confusion. Your brother trying to put you in a cycle, help put you in a cycle, or try to help put you in a cycle. Okay. Your brother made a false report on you. Or your sibling reported your love interest out of jealousy. Maybe one of your siblings, your brother or sister, reported your love interest because they were jealous of him. You could have spoke about that. Don't come between your relationships. You could have told them, don't come between your relationships anymore. Everything has to be separated. Everything has to be separated. Everything can't be corrupted like that. You can't be stopped. You are brave. A community is mean. You could have said a community is mean. No hospitality. Okay, you were demon slayer. They wanted to destiny swap with you. STI, STE. Okay, somebody feel like you're not intelligent, but you are. Somebody can say you're not intelligent, but you are. Okay. Okay, these people are expiring. Okay, they can't keep doing crimes against you. You struck a nerve, okay? Maybe you struck a nerve that you could have said something about something. You could have said something about something. Or maybe the way you were acting, the way that you were high vibrational, it struck a nerve to somebody. It triggered them because you are what they're not. This person told on themselves, even they think that you're better than them. This person told on themselves because you struck a nerve by just being you. Okay, you could have struck a nerve to the police department. Okay, grounded, higher self. Okay. Blessed. Hate crime. Yeah, this libel here, whatever they were talking about you in this group chat was evidence of a hate crime. FBI question everybody. Okay, they made a mistake coming after you. FBI made a mistake, or police made a mistake coming after you. FBI question everybody now. Cars following you. Okay, FBI needed an extension to investigate the situation about this life insurance. Police involved. Boundary, they could have tried to cross your boundary for months. Okay. They down your frequency. You struck a nerve to these people. You spoke about something, or you struck a nerve because you know that you got inheritance. Maybe you spoke about the inheritance or the house that was left to you. They mad because how you know that? How you know that you got something? Maybe somebody feel like you went up in them. Okay, they don't like that you went up in them. Okay, that's all I have, guys. If you guys can, please send a donation for the hotel. Cash out, PayPal, shop, Venmo, in the comment section and the description box below. Something like
The worst in you. This person was not good for you. They did not add any value to your life. They were very disruptive in your energy. This is somebody you left behind. You're a very old soul, and the tables have turned. Somebody that is watching you be in your power. You're being in like this, yeah, confirmed with in a position of power. Yeah, they're seeing you in your boss age. You're in a position of power now. So they could be watching you privately. They're watching you. They're curious about you. Somebody's curious about you. They see you manifesting. Yeah, you're manifesting. Your manifestations are in reach. Meanwhile, this person is very imbalanced. Wherever they are, somebody could walk with a limp or have back problems. Somebody could cut down trees. A trailer or firewood could be significant to those back problems as well. They see you out here being the warrior you are, and there's an official person that has your back. Your prayers are being answered. You conquered the battle by going within, and your prayers are being answered. You conquered the battle by going within, and you're really known worldwide. Okay, so there's something about if somebody is having trouble with their prayers and wants, when you pray, be specific. Be so specific about your prayers. Know that your prayers are being answered. to be so specific that when they get answered, you're going to know that this is God answering your prayers. The timing needs to be right, so we're on God's time. Again, God sits outside of time, and it has to be. Realize that God will answer your prayers. It's just on His time, and you need to be right. You need to be right too. You need to go within. So that's part of going within and getting right with God. And but you maybe mastering that. This person wants to fight with you. There's somebody that wants to communicate and fight with you. So this is somebody that's trying to sacrifice you. Being a part of the club, they see you laughing. They're curious about you because they lost you, and they want your attention. They see you're in alignment with your finances, and you're happy. Yeah, you're happy. You overcame these obstacles with somebody that has a spirit of lust on them. They're taken over by the spirit of lust. Yeah, taken over by the spirit of lust. God says you're untouchable. Your family, your pets are safe. God says you're safe. They made a deal in 3D. They know you know. You could have had an epiphany about this, a download. Somebody had a second phone. The name Lori to be significant. The initial L. They're desperately trying to attach their energetic cords to power. So your prayers are being answered. Gemini, to be significant, we're an air sign. So this player energy is player, and now they're crying because you said see you later, and you're sober, clear-headed now. Without them in your energy, this person wants to double. They made a deal. There's something about them making a deal. You're a lawyer. Your prayers are being answered. Yeah. This person listened to jealous haters and liars. Yeah, so they listened to other people and they missed out on their blessings. Somebody wasn't listening. A witchy addicted woman could have you when you're down, so this could be a witchy woman. And they're under divine judgment now because of what they've done. Yeah. Experiencing some loneliness or feeling sad or missing home, feeling of home. You have many possibilities coming in. You may feel separated from your tribe. And feeling like you're waiting in between, in limbo. Something's coming in. You're in separation from your tribe. Yeah, maybe feeling like, where's your home? Where's your tribe? You're coming in. Your tribe is coming in. Oh, I don't know that one. Your tribe is coming in. Just know that. Maybe feel like some separation from, like, where are the people that, you may have had to leave a lot of people behind. Somebody could be in their 20s or 30s, the name Deb. Somebody could part their hair in the middle. And there's people that are watching you. They're trying to replace you, looking for updates to see what you're doing because they're bored and they can't get in your energy. This is somebody that was in a gang. Somebody could be inland. You possibly, or somebody's adopted. You could have been adopted. Where you feel like you don't belong.
Yep.
So somebody listens to other people over you for listening reasons or money. Yes, that's or money. A sunroom could be significant. A waterfall. Somebody could live close to waterfalls or have like a water, they call it the fountain in their home. Somebody could be a truck driver, a delivery driver, or have a truck. $500 could be significant. Somebody's sister may have taken some money or something about a sister. Those who put you in that situation are being punished and dealt with now, and they're cursed for trying to curse you. Your enemies have lost because they wanted a jackpot. You could be suing them in a class action lawsuit. Somebody could be an anesthesiologist assistant that is involved in this whole family. Somebody was dealing with a witch or a warlock that they have a sick fantasy. Somebody's hyper fixated on people unaliving them. They're getting taken to the cleaner. What's yours is theirs, and what's theirs is theirs. They wanted what was yours as well. And you called your power back. Something about a ranch or farm, country western, cowboy regular, or country living could be significant. You're calling your power back. Somebody can be blonde with blue eyes or tall. A man could be significant. Just continue to be brave. Something about internal affairs could be, yeah, okay. There's something about fraud, internal affairs. Undercover, okay. There's undercover, internal affairs on fraud. There's a bully. Could be this man, a bully. There's, they're getting caught up for fraud. Somebody got mother wounds or abandonment issues. Maybe getting hives, rashes, or skin flare-ups. Okay. A lot of people knew when you did nothing, so they're trying to cover it up, but internal affairs undercover is dealing with this fraud. They're trying to harvest your energy and your resources. Okay, so, yeah. They're trying to do love spells on your love life as well. Somebody that is connected to source, they're being haunted, and they're having a backfire. They're using directed energy weapons on you as well. And they're sharing things about you, abusive situations they used as a weapon as well. They're trying to target your mental state with magic also. A rich woman could be significant. Somebody with money is involved in this directed energy weapon. Somebody's got a lot of people that are out for them. Spirit saying stay tuned in. Somebody's grandmother or grandfather or both could be significant. Somebody's blood relatives could be significant as well. Grandparent, this woman, somebody could be a blood relative. Somebody could be adopted. And maybe you're meeting a blood relative. You're going to be getting help. Help could be significant. You're a nice person and they're going to be looking evil. So, this woman could be involved in something like this in real time. Yeah, they premeditated something that backfired. They wanted you to suffer. And it's backfiring now. So, family, I love you all so very much. Until next time, God bless you.
flipping image. Flip, there we go. That makes sense. You know, it's backwards, but it'll make sense. Right. I guess. Is it? It's backwards. Everything looks backwards. But I'm just gonna leave it on that. Where's the original? All of them are backwards. Oh, this one is. What is this one? That makes sense though. But, this one might be better. Yeah, that one's better.
thinking clearly. They didn't use intuition, they didn't use their discernment, and now they got caught up. This copycat bitch. Okay? You shall remain untouched. This copycat. These came out. Stay away. 20 years to life. Let's see what comes out here, okay? You're dealing with somebody that could be disturbed right now, okay? Mentally ill. There's a storm coming in their life. This copycat, BITCH, just effed up. She is caught. Game over. Fire, criminal charges, jail, probation, losing everything. She's a snake. Trifling, petty, insignificant, worthless, deceitful, shady, lazy. This person going around calling RAPE on people to get money. There's a female that's going around and saying that people are RAPEing her, assaulting her, sexually assaulting her to get money from them. Okay? Or she's telling them that she's going to charge them or turn them in for
dirty guy. Look how bad it is. Isn't that a sign, my friend, like, with all the beautiful blue skies, and I haven't seen a starry night in Salina for a while. Usually you have the most gorgeous starry nights, you know, it's like Smoky Hill River, nice. So I guess the farming is like that too. You must think it, I don't know, say water maybe or duck. I really don't know. One of the two. Water or duck. Probably water. Probably very. But anyway, I want to talk about these named TJ. But anytime I meet a dude, and TJ most of the time, but the vast majority of the time, he's always the type of guy that like I want to look like or be like, if you know what I mean. Because like most guys that are in TJ, they always seem to fit a certain characteristic for me. So, you know, not only do they shade me, but you know, I want to look like I don't know what it is. I think like TJ just like I don't know who gives these guys their nicknames, but apparently someone knew to give that their son the name TJ for some reason. It's just like a synonymous undertone. Tuesday. Just seem to be equipped with everything, right? Both look, like speed, heat, taking muscles, and everything else. Just looks right. Every Tuesday I've ever met. Just, it just seems like, for some reason, my parents did everything on Tuesday. Yeah. I didn't end up at Tuesday, but I would have liked to have it at Tuesday. Tuesday. To me, they always seem like the guys that got the perfect fit. So like a Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday. Something about them. I don't know what they are, but I don't know if that's a white thing. You know, just nicknames like Tuesday, because guys, every Tuesday, every fits the same category. I don't know what it is. But yeah, maybe someday I'll be like Tuesday. Yeah, I'm planning on talking about the Chinese food. I think you might like it. It's interesting. It might help you find the perfect mate if you're looking for the perfect mate. And whether the mate you're with may not be your perfect mate, and you might see evidence of it by looking at, well, maybe this person isn't the right one, but this person might be a little bit more compatible. I'm not saying, go cheat on them, but if you're both unhappy, why try to kill each other? There's no point. If you can find the perfect mate, it helps a little bit along the way. But I'm not saying go and divorce your wife because you've been with her for like 70 years already. I'm just saying, this can also apply to friendships too. Like people you might have a compatibility with that you didn't think you did, but you might say, wait, there's something about such and such that really attracted you. Why was it? You might know your astrology is like, I'm a Sagittarius. I get along with Aries, Aquarius, Gemini, Leo, and Libra. But I don't get along with Capricorn, Pisces, what is it? Pisces, Cancer, Virgo, Taurus, and the other one, Taurus and Capricorn. Did I already say that? Was Capricorn, Pisces, Cancer, and does help. I don't care too much about my incompatibility with water and earth signs, but I do like the fire signs and air signs. Always seem to have something in common with them. I feel like earth signs, Western astrology, is always a fucking struggle. I'm always battling. My mom, or my dad, and my sister are earth signs, so we're always fucking fighting. You know, like I'm a fire sign and they're an earth sign. My mom's a air sign, so like I know she's hot headed, and I could just burn grit and walk away, but not with my sister and my dad because they're earth signs. They're pretty firm in their like, you know, how they feel about things. But my mom, she'll just burn it through like hot headed and go on. But I don't know. It all works in tandem, I guess, to some degree. But also like, you know, I'm still working on this. But the Chinese zodiac might help you look at a new perspective of things. It's a lot different than Western, I think. But the Chinese zodiac is at like different dimensions of the person, how it's calculated in numbers, like in a graph and charts. So not your typical, but you know, even a basic concept behind it that any person can learn. It's just the foundational, just applying foundational aspects of it, you know, so much about who a person is deep down. You know, like I don't know, on a spiritual level, how it influences a person. But you have to go based off. I don't know, it's questionable. It's a lot of controversy, but lunar versus Chinese calendar or Asian calendar. I'm going to just call it the Asian calendar. Everybody likes to know about it, but we can call it the lunar calendar. Sounds pretty, in my opinion. I love the moon because you can see it. Usually you can. Big, bright, and beautiful. Must be dirty. Real dirty. I love it when the moon is shining. Big, bright, and beautiful. It makes it look like another earth planet. Because you can see so much of it. There's no mountains or hills that encumber us. You just see a big, bright, beautiful sky. One time I saw the moon going up while I was walking across the street. I was like, oh my God, that is the most beautiful image of the moon just up there on top, like way up there, up on the hillside. So this looks futuristic, bright and beautiful. I think it was tinted almost like pink red. It was during the day, like it was beautiful. I guess you can call it, like, what do they call that? Manhattan sunset thing. The Manhattan sun goes down and between Manhattan henge, like Manhattan henge, is that what they call it when the sun equinox? It looks all futuristic, cyberpunk. You go. I've heard about it, but I've seen similar phenomena, natural phenomena. We're not talking about skyscrapers in New York City. Yeah, it's like a sunset, right? It goes right between like two skyscrapers. But yeah, I saw it going up that street down there, going up, up, it was just sitting there, looking like a beautiful sunset. Never seen it like that before, but it was beautiful. Reminds me of like one very, 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 I was hoping to be bright stars. Maybe the tornadoes are turning us up and all the boys are getting bricked up for that. You know, usually that happens in spring, but sometimes that happens in fall. Where all the dudes get bricked up for the tornadoes to go take them. Like they're gonna have like rope it and like a wild like mustang. It's fun. It's fun. It's pretty cool. I've never been on it because I'm scared. And I don't think I'd survive it if I had to, but it got too like dangerous. But don't say I did anything. I was done. Just at home. I mean, not that it hits hard anymore. You get the rain. You get that rain and hell. You may not get the tornado now, but I don't know if this is true. The Smoky Hill River. I don't know if that's true or a legend, but somehow the Smoky Hill River and it's the way it flows and cuts through the city. It avoids like a lot of in cities what they have tornadic activity. So when tornadoes hit, it's like usually outside of Toronto, on the outskirts versus inside. I've noticed that being here for over 40 years. I can't think of a time when it actually hit inside of the city. But it's always hit around or outside of the city. I mean, it's come close a couple of times. I remember one time it came so close, like, but it didn't hit us. It went out outside of the city. I just can't imagine the category like 7. Is that how high it is? 7 or 8 or 9. Just like Carolyn, not gonna you can look in the sky and see it, but like it's swirling around even from here. But if you live in a less populated, dense area of Kansas, you're more likely than not to experience more traumatic activity in the area. So if you live in some small town outside of, I don't know, more densely populated areas, then yeah, like Greenberg, I guess Greenberg was the big bad one that happened a couple of years ago. But I don't think Greenberg is as populated as Salina. I don't know, but I don't think it is. I heard that they got pummeled to bits, but Salina, I've never lived in there for 40 years, going on however much, but I've never experienced in that major tornado in town. I mean, I did kind of in Lawrence, probably the crazy part, but not in Salina. I remember, yeah, being in Lawrence in the summer of 1996 when I went into a program there to study psychology. Sorry, that's a mess. Yeah, we had a tornado in Lawrence. People that weren't from there were screaming and hollering and crying. I was just like, oh, it's another day in Kansas. Don't worry. Girls were like losing their hair over it, you know. I don't know where they were from. I've even heard people from Chicago say, God damn, you guys like have really strong winds in Kansas. I was like, of course. It's Kansas. You know, it's like this is even harder than Chicago. Like, really? Yeah, I remember sometimes I get my ass blown away by the wind. It's so hard in Kansas. But anyways, give me a second. I want to make sure everything's in place, all right, before we go on to this Chinese zodiac lesson. I've studied it for many years. It might help. It might help. Let's see. I don't know what that means. 10.611 PT. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Yeah, I'll look it up real quick. 10.611 PT. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Cisco config. I don't know what that means. I'm just gonna tell you what I think. I know what it means, but we'll figure it out along the way. Let's see. I know it's about traits and qualities. We'll just wing this, my friends, all right? We'll just see if we come across it somewhere else. But I have my own interpretation of what I think it could mean, too. But I'll tell you what I think. All right. So we're going to talk about the Chinese zodiac. Right now, we're in the year of the horse. All right. So this is the year of the horse. I think it's like the metal horse. I can't remember. Uh, we're in the year of the horse somewhere in here, but what year are we in? A horse, metal horse for 2006, 26, Chinese zodiac. Horse, what kind? Element. Okay, we're in the fire. All right. Okay. So this is the Chinese zodiac, all right? And this is like the beginning right here of the lunar year. All right. So we're going rat, ox is the next one. Tiger, rabbit, dragon, snake, horse, sheep, monkey, rooster, dog, pig, all right? So make a mental note of that. All you have to do is just understand that it's a cycle. We'll refer to it, but these are animals. This is what you need to know, all right? And then we can get into all this right here later, but right now just remember there's animals around it. So 1 is a rat, 2 is an ox, 3 is a tiger, 4 is a rabbit, 5 is a dragon, 6 is a snake, 7 is a horse, 8 is a sheep, 9 is a monkey, 10 is a rooster, 11 is a dog, and 12 is a pig. All right. Now, let's go here. Right now, the element of what year we're in right now for the 2026 Chinese zodiac is horse, is fire, making it the year of the fire horse, also known as the red horse. The year runs from February 17th to 26th through February. So we're on a different calendar in here, all right? So we're talking about it occurs every 12 years. It does a 12-year cycle. So we're here, and in 12 years, we'll be back here at the horse, all right? So it's cyclical in terms. So right here, we're in the horse, and in 12 years, we'll be back at the horse, all right? And so what is the year of the horse, Bird? The one this year, horse. 7th sign of the Chinese zodiac, fire, yang, occurs every 60 years. The last one was 1966. All right. So every 60-year cycles, this horse goes through. And this 60-year cycle, we're in the fire one. So there's 12, 12, 24, 36, 48, and 60, right? So fire, I think that's earth, Is that right? Water, metal. No, that might be air, and that might be earth. I'm sorry. But anyways. All right. So fire. All right. Personality. What is this trait of the horse that we're looking at? Well, the personality is smart, energetic, brave, and very passionate. The fire element makes the horse even more active, bold, and driven, but it can also lead to stubbornness or quick tempers. Symbolism, a kind time for fast progress, big changes, and high energy. All right, so, but anyways, that's the year we're in. All right, let's go over here. Now we're going to look at the Chinese zodiac. Is a 12-year repeated cycle where every lunar year is assigned an animal. So, okay, there's your animal. But it goes this way, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. In order for the 12 animals, the rat, ox, tiger, rabbit, dragon, snake, horse, goat, or sheep, monkey, rooster, dog, pig, and the current year 2026 is the year of the horse. All right, so now we go into traits. All right, so we have the 12 animals. The rat, smart, quick, and resourceful. All right, ox, strong, honest, and hardworking. Tiger, brave, confident, and competitive. Rabbit, quiet, elegant, and kind. Dragon, confident, powerful, and lucky. Snake, wise, graceful, and deep. Horse, energetic, active, and outgoing. Goat, calm, gentle, and creative. Monkey, sharp, smart, and fun. Rooster, hardworking, honest, and courageous. Dog, loyal, honest, and helpful. Pig, kind, generous, and then it says this, but I'm just going to say abundant, all right? Abundant, if that makes sense, because that's just, every pig I know is abundant in some way. Just, they're abundant in some way, all right? The sign changes every year, you know. Anyways, let's go up here. All right. The Chinese zodiac is a traditional classification scheme based on the Chinese calendar that assigns an animal and its reputed attributes to each year in repeated 12 cycles or duodenary cycle. The zodiac is very important in Chinese culture as a reflection of traditional Chinese philosophy. Chinese folkways held that one's personality is related to the attributes of their zodiac animal originating from China. The zodiac and its variations, blah, blah, blah. But anyways, there it is. But remember, it's based on a year, not on a month and day calendar, all right? I will get to it eventually. I'm sure we'll come to it somewhere, we can look at it, but it's usually based on just a whole year, all right? So here, right here, the 12 Chinese zodiac animals in the cycle not only used to represent years in China, but also believed to influence people's personality, careers, compatibility, marriages, and fortunes. So you're talking about a whole year. You're not talking about month astrology. So we're not saying, you know, March, you're going to be a snake. And April, you're going to be a dog. We're saying like 2026, if you're born during that time, you're all a horse during that year. Or whenever you were born. But still, the calendar shifts, so you don't really know exactly according to the lunar calendar compared to the Gregorian calendar. I think we use in America. I think it's the Gregorian calendar. That the Chinese zodiac is different in terms of that. Okay, so we'll go on. What do we want to know about this? Well, there's some fixed elements there. Things like these are the things right here. So these are the things that are really fixed. What your yin and your yang, like rat is a male, ox is a female, tiger is a male, rabbit is a female. So you have these like yin and yang, yin and yang. All right, okay. So such and such, but you have fixed versus the year you're born also, so it gets more complicated with that. But let's go into the fun stuff. I'm sure we're all just all right. Let's get into fun stuff. So let's do this. All right. I don't know if this is the best one, but I think I can find a better one. This might be fun. But this goes back. There's stories about like they were all in a race somehow to become placed in the zodiac by an emperor at the time. All right, so rat are most active in seeking food. Rats also have different numbers of digits on front and hind legs. Oxen chew their coat, whatever. All right. So, anyways, let's go through here. Let's look at this. Compatibility. This is where I think everyone really wants to know. Well, who am I compatible with, right? In the Chinese zodiac. And this is where it gets really interesting, I think. This right here, it's totally 100% right in my opinion. It says Chinese zodiac compatibility uses birth year, animal signs to gauge harmony in love or work. So this is like any relationship you might have. It groups signs into secret harmony pairs. Remember this, 4 triangles and direct opposing clashes. So you can test specific pairings using this. All right. So the 4 trians, the best matches. All right. Signs in the same triangle share world view and energy, making them ideal partners. Rat, dragon, monkey. All right. Those are the 3 that match together. Smart, ambitious, and action orientated. Now let's look at the chart. It says rat, right? Rat, dragon, monkey, rat, dragon, monkey, rat. Okay, so those are your best matches right there. For ox, snake, rooster, diligent, methodical, and organized. Ox, snake, rooster, ox, snake, rooster, ox, snake, rooster. All right, so we have one thing going there. Another, tiger, horse, dog, brave, independent, and energetic. Tiger, horse, dog, tiger, horse, dog, tiger. Okay? Rabbit, goat, pig, gentle, artistic, and compassionate. Rabbit, goat, pig, rabbit, goat, pig, rabbit, goat, pig. So you're starting to see these like triangles forming like a star in here. All right. Now these are your best matches. So take a mental note. So yeah. But you know what's really funny about this? There's another way to do this. I am the year of the snake, all right? So how do you know who's your best match? This is how. I'll start with number 1, me being a snake. Snake, 1, all right? Let's go backwards from a snake. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, rooster. The snake and the rooster are compatible. So 5 years from you, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, now 5 years ahead of the snake, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ox, perfect match. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, ox, snake. Does that make sense? So we can do that with the rat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dragon. All right, that's going to be like, say, 5 years you're younger. All right, then we go rat. Rat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Monkey. So you get the idea. Here's your dangerous pairs. All right, or no, secret pairs. All right, like people who secretly get along, secret friends. This sounds perfect. I've always noticed it too. 6 harmony pairs, secret friends. Adjacent pairs have deep natural affinity and balance each other's flaws. Rat and ox, tiger and pig, rabbit and dog, dragon and rooster, snake and monkey, horse and goat. Yes, I tend to find myself attracted to people that are secretly attracted to people that are monkeys for some reason. I don't know what it is, but it's always that. I don't know, but monkeys. It's weird, you know. Anyways, the clash. All right, now these are the people. These are going to be your enemies. All right, the 6 clashes, least compatible. Signs sitting 6 years apart face the highest friction and communication hurdles. Rat versus horse. Ox versus goat. Tiger versus monkey. Rabbit versus rooster. Dragon versus dog. Snake versus pig. So, I'm a snake. All right? Pig. That's going to probably be my greatest foe. Horse. Rat. Straight across. You're going to have a lot of friction there. Dog. Dragon. A lot of friction there too. This, I always see friction. Every time I see it. Rooster. Rabbit. They just go at it. Every time I meet people that are roosters and rats come face to face with, or roosters and rabbits, they always there seems to be like you can always, I don't know, something about it. There's something about it, if you know what I mean. I mean, they could be friends, but deep down inside, I feel like they really do hate each other. Each zodiac sign has traditional permanent lucky colors linked to elemental astrology, featuring core shades like red or blue, red, and gold. You can explore comprehensive. Okay, this is what I like to use when I do art. So this is what I use. Or anything that I like to wear, or any concept regarding lucky colors. This is the thing that I use. Permanent traditional lucky colors. Rat, blue, gold, green. Ox, white, yellow, green. Tiger, blue, gray, orange. Rabbit, red, pink, purple, blue. Dragon, gold, silver, grayish white. I think this is like, when they say grayish white, I think like glitter. Really, honestly. Like glittery, kind of shimmery colors that are kind of frosty. Frosty colors like that. I don't know. But snake, black, red, yellow. I'm a snake. I wear a lot of black. Horse, yellow, green, and I think it's always like brown or something. They left it out. I don't remember, but you might have to do some research on that. Goat, brown, red, purple. Monkey, white, blue, gold. Rooster, of gold. So that's why when you see Chinese things, you always see pigs, like golden pigs, because pigs eat like they eat and they don't really do any work, so they're treated like just wealthy, because all they do is eat and get fat before the slaughter. So, anyways, yeah. So they live easy lives their whole lives. So, easy and luxurious lives. They don't have no real jobs to do, just be pigs. And when the time comes to slaughter, they taste great, right? Suckling peak. All right. Chinese zodiac. We got through the colors. Here's the lucky numbers, and we also have flowers. Ain't that kind of neat, huh? So, like the rats, lucky flowers are lily and African violet. Oxes, tulip, peach blossoms. Tiger is yellow lily, cinerea. Rabbit, plantain lily, jasmine. Dragon, bleeding heart, glory bower, and dragonflower. Snake, orchid, and cactus. Horse, calla lily and jasmine. Goat, carnations and primroses. Monkey, chrysanthemum and crepe myrtle. And rooster, gladolia and comstock. Every time I meet a rooster, I think gladolias. There's something about roosters and gladolias. They all remind me of a gladolia. Dog, rose, cymbidium, and orchids. Rose, definitely. Dogs and roses do. To me, for some reason, they always seem like they're roses. So, pig, hydrangea, and daisies. So, yeah. And then the unlucky colors. We can get, goat should not wear black. Anyways. I also want to add this while we're at it, because this also helps people understand things a little better. Chinese zodiac gemstones. Do you want to look at that? Yeah, everybody say yay! Gemstones, just because it feels so Western and shit. But here we go. I think these are great too ideas. So yeah, the Chinese zodiac gemstone, rat, garnet, brings courage, momentum, and protection against sorrow. Ox, aquamarine, inspires inner peace, mental clarity, and calm. Tiger, sapphire, encourages wisdom, leadership, and bold focus. Rabbit, pearl or moonstone, fosters purity, calm, and emotional balance. Dragon, amethyst, shields energy and sharpens intuitive wisdom. Snake, opal, enhances intuition, good luck, and personal power. Horse, topaz, invites vibrant energy, positive warmth, and clear focus. Goat, emerald, nurtures self-worth, creative expression, and composure. Monkey, peridot, clears emotional clutter and welcomes fresh starts. Rooster, citrine, attracts confidence, success, and wealth. Dog, diamond, promotes mental clarity and strong energetic boundaries. Pig, ruby, inspires passion, vitality, and hearty courage. So, yeah. Let's go. We seen the chart, and there's more charts. And then it gets more complicated. Anyways, we're in this year. The fire horse will come. The fire horse. You know what that means? Well, basically, when you're in your birth year, like if you're a horse and you're in your birth year, you better stay on the straight and narrow. If you fuck up, you're fighting, trying to fight your fate with whatever, and more than likely you're gonna lose. Same with the rat. You're in direct conflict with the dragon. So any bad moves you make this year, you're going to end up losing a lot. So this is not the time for rats and horses to fuck around and find out. because you're going to lose everything this year in the year of the horse. You're fighting fate right here and you're challenging fate. And the rat is in direct conflict with the horse. So you're just going to be fighting the hell this year. All you're going to do is just fight, 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 fight. And you're going to lose each time. And even if you win, you'll end up losing. You're gambling away your whole life this year if you want to fight. This was the year to stay on the straight and narrow. So, yeah, anyways, as for me, I was just supposed to do whatever. But yeah, be careful this year if you're born in the year of the rat or the horse. It's a bad year for you. So, anyways. You guys have a good day. I hope you like that. I've studied it more. It gets more in depth. That's just to brush the most superficial aspect of it. It goes deeper. I mean, we're getting into big charts. I mean, like deep charts dealing with ancient esoteric, like things like lines and hexagrams with it gets complicated. It does. Even I haven't completely did all the research I need on it. It gets complicated. It gets deep into other things. So it's really ingrained into the whole entire thing. Anyways, you guys have a good night. Bye.